Hey traders and investors, it's Serge Berger here. What I want to take a look at today is something that I've been getting a whole bunch of questions on over the past couple of weeks, and it's really talking about what essentially is the basis of the most powerful trading setup that I know. And what we're talking about here is so-called hammer candles. Okay, a hammer candle by definition essentially looks like this here, where you have a long tail at the bottom uh, of the day in this case, which basically is a sign of the bears capitulating, okay, at least for that day. What's important about the hammer candle is that it has a small head, so a small open to close range, but intraday there was an attempt to push the market lower. However, at some point within that day, in this case, these are daily time frames, can also, of course, be used on weekly time frames. The Bears have lost the fight, and the Bulls took over the ball, took over the game, and basically managed to close so somewhere towards the opening print of that particular day. Now, what's important though, a lot of people don't understand hammer candles can occur somewhere in the middle of a swing, okay, where in my opinion it's much lower of a probability trade. So what we want to do is look for these long types of tails to show up somewhere towards once a downswing has occurred for some time, at least for a few days. Better is it's if it's been at least a couple of weeks, and then what you want to look for is follow through buying at some point over the next few days, and that is the very core of what I always talk to my clients and subscribers about as the so-called bullish rocket launch setup, which can very quickly lead to a 10, 20 or 20% or plus move over a course of a few days or a couple of weeks. There's more to that specific trade than that, but that is very much at the core of it. So if you go back, and this is eBay, you can see always towards the end of a swing, you begin to see these kind of hammer candles. eBay has done this very well over the past few months. But you don't have to just look at eBay. You can also look at something like Facebook. Um, Facebook, of course, hasn't been around so long yet, so there hasn't been that many candles, but you can see here at the absolute low in late January, the stock actually did flash us with a hammer candle, and then a couple days later after earnings we saw follow through buying, which really was just the beginning then of the move higher that we then saw through the month of February. Even JP Morgan, okay, and you can pretty much look at any chart and you'll see those types of hammers candles appear. So in the case of JP Morgan, you'll see that, for example, down here in October, we saw a hammer candle, which the very following day we saw follow through buying, and then beyond that, again, the rest pretty much was history. So keep a lookout for those hammer candles. Any questions, as always, you can tweet me at my Twitter handle, which is SteadyTrader. Take care.